Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's workout, you will need a small Pilates ball. Let's get started today lying on our backs. To set you up, I'm gonna ask you to start seated, and you're gonna roll on down and have the ball right in between the shoulder blades. Ladies, where your bra strap would be. And then you are gonna lay on back, interlace those hands behind the head. If you feel comfortable, maybe extend those legs out long underneath you. You can just take a few breaths here. If you're comfortable with your head on the floor, you can let your arms open out wide to the sides of the space. Starting to deepen those inhales through the nose. And nice long exhales out the mouth. Keep breathing 2 to 3 more breaths here. And allowing those inhales to really 360 breathing here, fill up through the sides of the ribs, front and back. Just allowing those ribs to soften back in and back down to that ball on your exhale. Finding space between those intercostal muscles, those ribs. And then I'm gonna ask you to interlace those hands once again behind the head. Float the elbows up off the mat. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, those front ribs are gonna start to knit in. As they heavy into the ball, you'll curl the head, heart, and shoulders up and just look straight ahead for this first one. Try to maintain the tailbone heavy, the collarbones wide, and then lower the spine back down. Inhale. Exhale again, you'll curl the head, heart, and shoulders up. Just get a little gaze towards those toes, and then lower it back down. You can zip those legs together. You can bend your knees as well, if that feels better on your lower back. So with the knees bent, you'll just have your feet hip distance apart, and you'll continue curling up, really folding at those bottom set of ribs, and lengthening back down. Keep going. Try to keep your feet or legs heavy on the floor. 3 more. Inhale, exhale to curl. Exhale out that mouth, let all that air out. 2. Good. 1 more. You'll stay up in this curl. You'll reach those arms forward. Collarbones stay open. You'll curl up. About 2 bones and back down. Keep hugging those abdominals back. Really crease at those bottom set of ribs. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift your arms up just a little higher and hold for 5. Maybe a little higher. 4. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Maybe let your head fall back. Reach those arms back. We're gonna find a full roll up, arms up, breathing in to prepare, nod the chin, and you'll roll all the way up and take a forward fold. Good job. So you're gonna bend those knees, and the ball's gonna stay too far, but you're gonna keep it right at your lower back. You can even make sure you're nice and tall in your sitting bones, but kind of dump the ball into your lower lumbar. Start with those arms straight ahead, knees bent, tuck the tailbone gently under, start to C-curve that spine back. Really hollowing out those low abs, drawing in and up. And then very gently, you'll roll right back up to tall spine. Again, you'll roll it back, exhale. Slide those ribs down your belly and come right back up. So now more focusing on the low abdominals, really hollowing out, scooping, curling that tailbone under gently. Abdominals hug back to the ball to come up to tall. Exhale to roll back. And up. A few more, just warming up that lower lumbar. 2 more. And we're gonna stay back on the next one. So as you roll back, again, maintain that capital C curve, crown the head reaching to the ceiling, back to those tiny little pulses. Hugging the abdominals back towards the ball. Fingertips reaching forward, staying round in that mid back. Good, so you can stay here or we can start to move a little bit as if we're reaching up, climbing up a little rope here. Just finding a little rotation through that waistline for 6. Keep climbing, 5, 4, 3, reach, 2, 1 more, and come on up. Ooh, feeling warm. So what we're gonna do is start here on hands and knees, shoulders over the wrists. I'm gonna ask you to take your left leg to the side of you. So left heel right in line with that left hip, all 5 toes are straight ahead. You'll take your right hand underneath the ball. Take a big breath in. We'll start to rotate your chest, breast to the left as your right arm reaches forward. So just gonna reach that ball forward, come back, grab the ball into your right hand, reach your right arm forward, reach that right arm all the way back beside the hip. So your right palm is up. Good, reach it back and down. So again, ball goes forward, you rotate to the left, return back to center, ball goes forward, reach it around, palm up, reach it back. Good, I'm gonna add on. So bring that ball again forward, rotate left, look left. Come right back up, adding the leg, your right arm reaches forward. You're gonna reach that left leg all the way back. Hand and foot reach the back side of the room. Reach that left foot back to the side and back to start. So you'll rotate left, come back to neutral, arm and leg, reach away and back. So continue here. Try to maintain that pelvis nice and square to the floor. Palm up. 2 more, rotate. Center. Reach it back. 1 more. Arm and leg reach back. Square hips. And rest. We'll rest on our right side. So you're gonna take that ball now right at the right side of your waist, bend your bottom leg, and drape that left arm over. So just pausing here, take a big breath into that left side body. You can place your hand behind your head, and you'll exhale, come on up. So coming up, think head lengthening away from that towel, and then you'll lower right back down. Inhaling, you'll exhale, come right back up, and lower down. So starting to feel a little more flexion through the left side of the waist now. And we'll soon be layering in some legs. So exhale to lift. You can maybe start to extend that left arm towards that leg. That leg that's about to lift, exhale, reach. Let's add in that leg. Curl up, left leg lifts and lowers. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to ask you to stay up on 1. Just that left leg will lift up an inch. Up, up. Good. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lengthen it down. Good, so I'm gonna ask you to prop up onto that right forearm. Again, think of lifting up off that ball, left hand behind your head. Back with that left leg up, you're gonna flex that left foot and reach it forward. Point the foot and sweep it back. Adding a little rotation, you're gonna rotate your chest bust to the sky, and then rotate it to the floor. Inhaling to open, and rotate. Think head away from tail, still feel that long diagonal line. Keep pushing down to that right forearm, lifting out of that right shoulder blade. 3, 2. Give me 1 more. You'll meet me with that left leg reaching back, left arm reaching forward, hold that leg up and pulse it up. Only up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can rest it down. Good job. Come on up, keep that right foot forward. You'll just take a little counter stretch here, reaching that right arm over the head. Good, and then you'll take your right hand to the side of you, right underneath that ball, left hand behind the head, and you'll take a little side bend here. So a little firm press into the ball, strengthen the back of that right shoulder blade. So right clavicle opening up to the side, putting a little pressure into the ball. You'll roll it towards the elbow, and then you'll come back up. Just like mermaid, you want to think of lifting through that right side of the waist. We're thinking of curling up and over something, not necessarily down. Good. Left elbow reaching up to the ceiling. 2 more. So you're getting a little squeeze to that right lat. Right here. 1 more. Good. We're going to prep for side plank. So now take the ball between your knees. Swing those knees open here to that bottom end. Right forearm down. You'll lift those hips up. Left arm can reach up to the ceiling, or once again, support the neck here. Head pushes back. You'll lower your hips down, and you'll exhale, lift them back up. Just the pelvis lowers and lifts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll meet up with those hips. Left arm reaches up, you'll rotate, exhale. Try to maintain those hips pressing gently forward, right? That right hip tends to want to follow the torso. Good, don't let it. You got 4. Try to lift that right hip a little higher. 3, 2. Last one. You'll pause, take a moment, and rest the hips down. Good job, get off that right shoulder. We'll actually extend our legs straight ahead. So sitting right in the middle of the mat, feet a little wider than your mat. You'll take the ball right in between your knees. Nice tall C in those sitting bones. We'll take a variation of spine stretch forward. So nod the chin, take a big breath in, and just move the ball forward, rounding through the upper back, mid back, and then stack the spine up to tall. You can just do that a few more times. So bow chin to chest, and just reach it forward, and then roll it on up. Just getting a little stretch to those hamstrings as well. 1 more. And then you'll take the ball a little to the right. Keep that left hip heavy and come on up. 2 more to the right. And back up. 1 more. And then we'll head to the left. Exhaling. And breathing in. 1 more. Great. Now we got another side to do. So cross those ankles. Again, coming to all 4s, shoulders over the wrists. You'll take that right leg out to the side of you. So again, all 5 toes straight ahead. Ball underneath that left hand. You'll send that left arm forward. The ball, rotate your chest, breast to the right. Take a pause. Drag that ball right back underneath you. Ball into hand. Arm forward, arm back, palm up, abs in. And then return it back. Keep doing that. Arm forward, reach it back. 1 more. Well, now adding on actually, we'll add in that leg. So you'll grab the ball, the right leg lifts. You'll send it all the way back to meet the hand. Reach it back around and down. Good, I'm gonna move forward a little bit. Keep going, rotate. Neutral, arm and leg lift. Reach back into space, to the side and down. 3 more. 2. Last one. and then you'll rest onto your left side. So ball goes underneath the left side of your waist, bottom knee bent, top leg extended. Just drape that right arm up, just take a moment here, over the head, lengthening through that right side of the waist. We'll reach that right arm up and we'll exhale, come on up. And then lower back down. And again, hand behind the head is really helpful. Let your head gently press back into the cup of the hand to assist on that nice alignment of the spine. Tendency is our head slightly forward into space, right? Exhaling up and back down. I like to think of my right side of my waist as an accordion here, so we're opening up on the breath in and closing it up. A few more here. Maybe starting to add in that arm extension. Now we're adding in that leg lift. Think of that leg going out, not necessarily up. Lengthening out and back down. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, we'll stay up, hold it up, leg up, only up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, leg and arm lengthen away. Propping up to that left forearm here. Again, try to lift up through the left side of that waist, hand behind the head, left leg back up. Flex the foot if it's not, reach it forward, breathe in. Point, lengthen it back. Adding the rotation, open the chest to the sky. Rotate it towards the floor. Keep going. So all this freedom in the upper body and leg, of course, but you're keeping that pelvis nice and still. Keep lifting out of that left shoulder, right? So really push down and down to that left forearm. You have 3, 2. Try to maintain that leg at hip height. We're gonna hold it back, reach that right arm forward, 1 long diagonal line, pulse that leg up, only up, abs in and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Left foot stays forward. Take a tall seat, reach that left arm up, and just take a little side bend here to the right. Ball comes beside the left hip, left hand on the ball, hand behind the head. Push into the ball, take a little side bend here, breathe in. Maybe look up to the ceiling and exhale back up. So we're opening up that collarbone by strengthening the back of that left shoulder blade, right? The scapula is hugging the back. You're getting a little into that left lat as you come all the way on up. Inhaling, elbow to the sky. 2, 2, 2. 1 more. Good. Let's go for that side plank. Left forearm down, ball between the knees, swing those knees open, right? Push down to that left forearm, lift those hips up. Reach the arm up or hand behind the head, take a breath, adjust the pelvis lower, squeeze that ball, exhale, lift. Squeeze your butt. Good, lengthen head away from tail here, right? Head back into the cup of the hand, collarbone broad. 6, 5, 4, 3, meet me up on that high plank, arm up, thread that needle through and under, exhale, and back up. Again, exhale, thread that needle through. Good. So again, bottom hip, that left hip is gently pressing forward, right? Keep that torso lift, the hips lift a little higher as you rotate. Exhale for 4. Lift up just a centimeter. 3, 2, 1, One more. You'll hold for a moment and you'll rest it down. Good. Really good. So we're just gonna take one roll down onto our backs. Arms straight ahead, spine tall, flex those toes. We'll exhale, roll it back very slowly. Really sliding those sitting bones forward as you articulate all the way on down. Bravo. Bend those knees, place the ball between those knees. And you can lengthen your arms up to the ceiling for a physical challenge. Your palms could always stay on the ground. Palms in, just a little squeeze of the ball, just like 20%. Curl your tailbone under on the exhale. Start to float those hips up for your first shoulder bridge. So really rooting into the feet, you're squeezing the ball gently, you're scooping and tucking that tailbone under, using that exhale to melt the spine down. Good, inhale to neutral. Again, we'll roll back up. So you'll do a few more bridges here. Just finding that length through the front of the pelvis, knees tracking forward, and melting the spine on down. So again, just a reminder, we're finding space between each vertebra. So each vertebra has its time to come on up. And then we're lengthening that tail back down, creating more length as we lower back to the floor. 2-ish more. And again, I have that tiny little squeeze of the ball, nothing too crazy. One more. At the top, we'll re-tuck that tailbone again. Squeezing that ball, we'll really squeeze it for 9 more. 8, crush it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the squeeze. Pelvis lowers down halfway down and lifts right back up. Hips lower halfway down and lift. Be mindful where the weight is in your feet. Really push down to all 4 corners. Spread those toes wide. Good. Really squeeze those cheeks at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. You'll hold those hips up, little tuck, and roll all the way down. Second round, last round, option to lift those heels. Squeeze the ball gently. Again, we'll roll those hips up. Good. From here, I'm going to ask you to bend your elbows, drop the hips, and then exhale. So we're hinging from the hip and lifting. Hinge and lift. Good. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll hold it up. Take a big breath in, arms open and close. Like you're opening up a New York Times. Big, lead with those hands nice and wide. Soft inner elbows. You're still squeezing that butt. And that ball, breathe with me. 5, 4, 3, 2. The arms go up, those hips pulse up. Last pulses here. Last pulses, finishing it off. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hips up, hold, and roll all the way down. Good, give those knees a good hug into the chest. Nice work, and we'll finish it with some ab work. So ball between the feet, the heels. Interlace those hands behind the head. Take a big breath in. Settle that tailbone heavy. You'll curl the head, heart, and shoulders up. And then you'll lower back down. 1 more just like that. You'll curl up, gaze right between your thighs. Good option to lengthen those legs out. So lengthen legs out and back in. Exhale to curl. Inhale, lengthen back down. 6, 5. Maybe get those legs a little lower for the last 4. 3, 2. Try to stay up in that curl. Take a big breath in, the legs lower down just a little more and lift up to 90 degrees. Exhale, lengthen legs out. Squeeze the ball gently. Exhale, resist. So again, your range might be different than mine. Legs could just lower a few inches. Do what feels best on your back. Good. 4, eyes on your belly. 3, 2, one more. Keep those legs up, curl up a little more, get that ball, and rest it down. Good job. All right, right leg up to the ceiling, left foot can stay on the floor. You're gonna roll that ball all the way up towards the foot, exhale, and lower it back down. 2 more, roll it up, and lengthen it back down. This time you'll curl up, you'll reach the ball to the mid shin. Your shin is gently pushing into that ball, and then you'll float your left foot off the floor. Lengthen that left leg will cross right behind that right leg, and lengthen back down to a hover. So you'll curl up, and lower it back down. So you can always put your head down if you need to. I want energy in this right leg. I want you to push into that ball with your palm of your hands with those lats as you curl up. Maintain that pelvis neutral. You have 3, friends, stay with me. 2, 1 more. Good. Hold it here, keep your legs where they are, plant your palms down to the mat. The ball will be under your right palm. Your arms are straight. You'll take that cross, turn out your thighs, the legs will lift, and you'll push down to those palms, and then very slowly articulate down. So you're creasing at those hips, little scoop, just a little lift. So we're firing up that right tricep, back of that right shoulder, and make this movement really small. Try not to use momentum. Legs go to 90, they curl towards your face, and back down. 3 more. 2 more. Good, 1 more. And you'll rest. Whew, good job. We got another side to do. Keep that right foot on the ground, left toes to the ceiling. Grab that ball, curl it up, reach for those toes, exhale, and lower back down. Again. This time you're going halfway, at least that shin. Push into that palm of your hands, the heel of the hands, right foot off the ground. Stay curled if you can, exhale. Cross that right ankle, right behind the left. Again, if your neck needs a break, again, continue to push into that left shin, left leg resisting. Option to get that curl back up, chin over the chest. 3, 2, push, lengthen, 1 more. Legs stay up, palms come down. Again, inhale, lift, and we'll exhale, lower back down. So again, legs at 90, they just come a little closer to you. Use your arms, triceps, strengthen the back of the shoulders. It's like a little pump. Take your time, 3 more. Perfect, 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Woo, woo, woo. So good. Let's finish off with some crisscrossing. Place the ball to the side. Just interlace those hands behind your head. Easy peasy, we'll bring the legs to tabletop. We'll curl up, you'll rotate to the right. On your exhale, left leg extends long. Lift up through center, send your right leg out. Again, up through center, rotate right, left leg out. Up through center, right leg out. And you'll just finish up these reps, inhaling, exhaling, rotate 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back through center and rest. Good work. Take the ball behind your knees, heels in towards the bum. Again, you'll start to scoop the low abs in. You're gonna start to rock and roll a few times until you balance in this position. So you're in this rolling like a ball position. Hands can stay on the chins, or for a physical challenge, hands on top of those knees. So you're gonna gaze down towards that pubic bone, curl the tailbone under, you'll rock back, and then you'll rock up, trying to keep those knees pushing up into those elbows. What's nice about this is the heels are hugging in towards your bum. I always like to say this is fun. Make it fun. You got this. You have a few more. Just roll with it. Again, you put your hands back on your shins. 2 more. 1 more. Hold those feet off the ground. Take a big breath in. You did it. Good. Really nice. Let's finish this workout with a nice strong plank. So, that said, let's place the ball right in between our ankles. Into that all fours position, take a big breath in. I'm gonna ask you to lift those knees up off the mat. With those knees off the mat, you're just hovering, reaching the chest forward, pushing down and out with those palms. Again, nice strength through the back of those shoulders. We're holding and breathing for 5. We're not going down, friends. We're gonna lift our hips up and back in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips will continue to lift up and you'll drop your heels to the floor. So take a moment here, maybe bend the knees, wag your tail. And you might need to walk those toes back a little bit. We're gonna measure out to a full plank. So lift your heels. We're gonna articulate forward, making sure those shoulders are over the wrists. 1 long line from crown to head to tail. Good, just pausing here in this plank, lifting up through the backs of the knees, zipping up through the inner heels, the inner thighs and pelvic floor. Gorge. And again, once again, we'll push down and out with the palms of the hands and lift those hips up and high. Last variation, friends. Take a moment, heavy those heels. We'll lift those heels up. We'll come forward and out to our last plank. Option to drop your knees down. Otherwise, you'll drop your right forearm down and your left forearm down. Now in that forearm plank, you're again squeezing that ball gently, zipping up to the front body, reaching the crown of the head forward. 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees tap, and great work. Take that ball out, reach the ball out in front of you, and just send it forward. Let the chest flow through, maybe let your hips sway from side to side. And then you'll roll all the way on up to seated. Come right in the middle of the mat. Take your ball to the right side of your hip, right side of your body. Take a little side bend here. Looking up, exhaling, back to center, ball to the left. Big side bend here. You friends are all done. Hope you like this one.